Hey everyone, Egman here with another video. Today I'm with Athens, who placed top 16 in the Oceania Australian Nationals. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, not too bad.
Cool. This is this is the same situation with Glenn, where it is very early for me and very late for him. So uh,
Yep.
please forgive us if we're a little bit out of it. But he plays top 16 with the pretty much star deck Gogeta leader with the seven drop Gogeta as the win condition, but really kind of taking advantage of all the kind of new control elements that we've gotten in the last couple sets.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's basically it. You just
Hmm.
run it's all the counterplays really. Like I originally didn't have this, I think a week before I changed it up,
Hmm.
where I had the four drop and desperate measures. I had instead of them, it was Path to Infinity,
Hmm.
the five drop Goku that swaps from at all cost Vegeta,
Yep.
and then I had Sideboard Ultra Instinct,
Hmm.
the one that bounces back and then swings triple
Okay. Oh
strike
yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
combo. But then because how the meta was, I was
Hmm.
like, I have to have counterplays,
You do.
otherwise I'm just gonna lose most matchups.
Hmm. So people who don't remember what this guy does, the leader, it's an auto burst two, and then whenever he attacks, he draws a card, an untap two, and then on the awakened side, so it has sparking five. When this card attacks, draw one, and if you have three or more energy, this card gains plus 5k power, and then if you have five or more energy, this gains double strike. And then also activate, choose one card from your hand, place it in your drop area. Your opponent can only activate counter skills once for duration of the turn, which is really, that last effect has really kind of become more relevant as counterplays have been more stressed in the meta.
Oh, by far, that's kind of the reason why I played it beginning. I've been playing this deck since sets basically when it came out and
Mm-hmm.
because of that effect.
Yeah.
But then they changed the ruling where it's from when I ditch.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was like I could bait out a counter
Mm-hmm. And then you can
by
just drop it
attacking my
afterwards. Yeah.
yeah. Like I just literally swing my leader double strike. They expect the Soul Punisher,
Mm-hmm.
and then they negate it. I'm like, all right, ditch. I play seven drop Gogeta, and now you have no more counters.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then they changed it.
Yeah, they
It's
did.
still effective, but not as much
Mm-hmm.
extent.
Yeah, because it.
You really have to time out your plays. Basically, you have to make sure that you're ready to go.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's just still really good. And so really the idea of this deck is just to ramp to seven. Four objections get you there probably a lot of the time. There's a lot of cycle in this deck too to help you out there. Um, and so
Yeah,
for the Gokus and Vegetas, so you have four and four of the fusion reborn ones. These ones are really cool where they let you they have an effect when you union absorb them or sorry union fusion them. But they only get the effect if you have Gogeta a leader, so it's perfect for taking advantage of this leader.
oh yeah, that's probably the main reason I want it because with objection, you do objection turn two, your
Mm-hmm.
third turn, you charge your four energy.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get the five drop out with those pieces,
Mm-hmm.
it's essentially what's he? He's three energy,
Mm-hmm.
draw three cards, bottom deck two, which is insane. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I played one of my matchups was against the Broly Veggies, and
Mm-hmm.
it won just because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Oh yeah.
purely just the bottom deck, and you draw three.
Yep. Yep. Because the Vegeta, when he's used, you get to choose one energy, switch to active mode, and then Goku you get to draw one card.
Yeah,
And then
basically. Like there's a nifty. There was a couple games where people would have Champa in hand,
mm-hmm.
and then if I had the Vegeta and I went to Hero Revive, they go, all right, I'm going to play Champa, switch
Mm-hmm.
it to Rest Mode. I'm like, nope, Desperate Measures because I have an energy untapped.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So very cool there. And then for the four drops, we also have the adult cost Vegeta, which is fantastic for like an alternate win condition, and then I guess some self awakening if that's ever needed, right?
Uh, a lot of people, once they start realizing what the deck does, they just try and stall me out,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I mean, they don't want to take a double strike or, yeah, double strike critical 35k
Yep.
from my leader, who's got
Yeah.
Punisher, so you really need, he helps, it's good.
Mm-hmm. And then we also have Ultra Instinct Son Goku. How often would you say that you use the played him for four as a counterplay or counter attack?
Like, I played him a lot. Like, he
Okay.
won me. I think it was one game against Shinra Ramp
Mm-hmm.
where the guy was on three life. He took two. He played at all cost Vegeta
Mm-hmm.
himself, so he took two, got triple strike, and then he gave it triple attack, and then he gave it critical with his Shinron,
Mm-hmm.
and then he swung like dumped like he
Yeah.
literally put his whole load into one shot. I'm like, bounce it back.
Yes. And
Like
then he's
the
like, "Oh
deck
no."
doesn't. Yeah, like you don't really need to do anything until you're playing your 5 drop or your 7 drop. So
Mm-hmm.
leaving 4 energy open is fine.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me at all. I played it a lot actually.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, because I wouldn't expect it to be very bad to do, especially since worst case you have a lot of options for one energy in case they're being aggressive without feeling the need for it. So you're running two
Yeah.
your wide opens, which kind of is like a mini version of your force drop Ultra Instinct, right?
Yeah, I sided them out mostly. Like Desperate Measures was I think
Mm-hmm.
the MVP basically.
Oh
Like
yeah.
just because how the meta is. Like the wide open was really for like Shinron ramp
Yeah.
decks and stuff that went out later. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they were definitely sided out.
Yeah. Desperate Measures was. I think this card's been a lot better than a lot of people have originally thought about it, but.
Far by
Um,
far.
but the fact that it can hit counterplays is really the biggest thing. But yeah, it's very versatile, and I don't know. It's weird because it doesn't even KO the thing; it just puts them back in your opponent's hand. But
Yeah, but it just because it stops them being played, but because it's so cheap compared to all the other counterplays
hmm
for what it does.
I
It's a
mean,
fantastic early game.
you're still using one energy to get rid of two energies, so
Hmm.
that's always helpful. And then you also have two of the Infernal Villainy Cell, and this is just for defensive purposes, right?
Yeah, basically, like early game, like
hmm
I've kind of changed the deck where I cut them out. Like
hmm
originally I had 4, and then there was sometimes where I'd see 2 in my opening hand. I'm like, yeah, this is not good.
Yes.
You only want to see 1, so I put it down to 2, and then most games I just sided that out. Like there
hmm
wasn't, I don't know. I'd rather have a Desperate Measures
hmm
for some reason than see Infernal Villainy. So
Yeah, I could see this becoming like a blue green deck though next set with the Android ramp that it has and stuff like that.
yeah, possibly.
So that could
Like
be.
we'll
Oh,
see how we go. I mean, I like the Fusion Reborn targets is why I keep it
oh
sort
yeah.
of similar, but I
hmm
might end up changing it.
hmm What else we got here? So a bunch of extra cards. So two all too easy just because you're a burst leader. So this is this is going to get your drop area one way or the other. So.
That card was phenomenal. Against Kaioken,
hmm
against basically, I think mostly just Shinron ramp decks. It
hmm
just saved my ass. There were so many times where my opponent they didn't even realize that was in there. They
hmm
just swing for like game. They thought they had it, and I'm like, yep. I ditched an objection. They're like, that's not a game. I'm like, no, but that is, and I
Yeah.
just put it from my drop, move it in the game. And it's like, yep.
hmm And that they
And
can
against
be.
Veggie,
Since it's a burst leader too, they don't really recognize that this is what happened. This is what was bursted to.
yeah. No, it's I think there was one game I burst. Both of them showed up on the first burst. It was
Oh
beautiful.
man, cool. So they're four dimension magics because you're running a blue leader, four sensu beans, and then soul punisher as well. Yeah, this can be really devastating with double strike crit, right?
That is, I think once they found out that was like in my deck,
hmm
they as soon as they saw that, negate my leader attack. I don't
hmm
think I ever got a couple I don't think I got a couple shots off. Only
hmm
if like they had nothing else and they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna take it. I'm like, that's
Yeah,
fine by me. 35 double strike crit.
yeah. I mean, like, and that's why you use your leaders, active main because you can ditch something, bait your leader swing, and then they use their one counter, and then you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, most of the time they'd see like like they have a 7 drop on board, and
hmm
then I have my leader with double strike crit, and they're just like, yeah, I either take a double strike 35k critical
hmm
or a triple strike 30k Gogeta.
hmm And then lastly, you're running two Mafubas in the main. How'd that go for you?
I sided that out,
Okay.
except against Victory Strike
hmm
and just Shinron decks
Yeah,
really. Like
yeah.
one person had he swung a Victory Strike, and that was where it came in,
hmm hmm
basically.
But
But I
yeah.
think
Oh.
it came out a lot. Like it wasn't good against veggies or
hmm
pan or anything in the meta.
Yeah.
Just really just the ramp decks.
hmm But having what you have eight negates in the main, that's not. I think that's
Yeah, because
pretty
you just
good.
want to, yeah, counter plays and stuff, counter
hmm
cards. You just want to stall that sort of thing until you get to turn 4 until you drop your bomb.
Yeah.
and you're pretty much good.
Yeah, and so the other cool thing with objection is that this helps you ramp to turn 5 not only for your 7 drop but for your leaders. So getting the crit or the double strike faster helps.
Oh yeah.
So that's the main. In the side, you're running 2 more desperate measures, and what you normally, if you rebuild this deck, you probably put these in the main inside of your wide open.
Oh,
Or...
I think I've got one. You're wide open. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely got 3 desperate measures
Mm-hmm.
because the card is it's so good. It's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous.
Yeah. 2 Guasu, just because you're a burst leader, and then if you run against Shinimba, this helps you get a couple more turns. Do you ever play against Shinimba?
I didn't play against Shinimba at Nationals, but I
Okay.
played against Shinimba previously in this deck. I think I go into the 7-drop too fast, and then I have
Mm-hmm.
double strike crits after, which Janimba just can't keep up with. I have never
Mm-hmm.
lost to Janimba, but that card was mainly for Kaioken and
Mm-hmm.
Shinron. Or just Shinron ramp, because I didn't want to, just in case, I didn't want to get caught off guard, like
Yeah.
with Kaioken or something like that.
Sure.
So
Sure.
that was good.
2 Ultimate Judgment Jocko. This is just for bouncing back. Bardock's, right?
Yeah, Bardock's, veggies.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, really.
Yep.
I mean, there was a time that someone went in for a double strike mirror, and I just no, double strike mirror. It was something double strike. It just bounced the double strike, and he didn't have enough. He didn't have that 10k which he needed to
Okay.
get through.
Okay.
So it was good sometimes.
Yes. To clarify, it does not take away the double strike, but it is good for
No,
yeah,
bounce back. Yeah.
yeah. Just to make, I've seen a lot of people getting confused about that lately, so I just wanted to.
Yeah, they get it confused, but
Yeah.
it's good to bounce back. Some people just manage to get enough, and the
Mhm.
Jacko just helps put back 10k, which is beautiful sometimes.
Yeah, it can be a free 15k combo, so that's pretty nice sometimes. What else? 2 remote serious bomb. Did you use this at all?
Not there was that. I think Glenn was the only Broly player,
Mhm.
and that was it. I mean, I had that just for, I think maybe Baby as well, but I never
Mhm.
saw it.
Yeah.
Which it was just a dead card, but I mean, better safe than sorry.
Sure.
Because
Sure.
Broly's just super aggro.
Mm-hmm. 2 mercenary Tau. I'm just guessing for generic. I mean, I could see this deck having a little bit of a rough time against hand destruction.
Against critical decks, but more so, I mean, I've had games with Lord Slug can be sort of close because hand destruction, but that just sorts that out. But
Yeah.
I never saw it. But you never know.
Yeah, exactly. 2
Someone
forced
could see it.
ejection for
Yep.
ramp.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I just hard cast that. I never
Mhm.
really overrun it because I wanted to keep my sparking. There was a cool play where I had hard cast, I had it on board, and then I think I turned up an energy with a bean, and my opponent had Borgus on the field. So
Mhm.
he ripped one of my energies, but then he was more energy than me, and then force objection checked in. So I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, you ripped mine, I'm just gonna pop one of yours, and he's like, oh, and then I just control. He needed that energy to go off the next turn, but because I ripped it, I just kept him in check, and I'm like, yep, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. And then 2 Tien, just because it's really good against pretty much blue. Did you get Tien at all during this tournament?
So everyone sided Tien against me, and it does nothing for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't this deck. All my beans, I sided all my beans out because I don't know, just the beam was unimpactful. I just either charged it.
Mm-hmm.
I never really used it for defense. Maybe against veggies, just to control the pace of the game a bit. But I don't know. People just sided in, and it's like I'm not really untapping energy, and I just got to get to turn 4 and 7 drops people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really weird because I've been. I don't know what it is, but I don't really feel like Bean is as impactful as it used to be, and
I guess if decks utilize a lot of energy untapping, it hurts them. I guess Janimba is one of them, but I don't know. This deck doesn't really suffer from it.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a back and forth play with Broly Apes where this guy, he had 3 energy, and I had 3 desperate measures in my hand, and he played the Tien just for some reason because he wanted to hold me down. I'm like, sure, desperate measures, bounce it back. He's like, oh, you can bounce it back. I'm like, yep, reduces the cost. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna play it again. I'm like, I'm gonna bounce it back again. And then I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna tap out so you can't untap. I'm like, sure, bounce it back again. And he tapped himself out. I'm like, sure, and just 7-drop Gogeta him next turn.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you.
So,
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
no, that's alright. It's good.
But yeah, you went 6-1 with this day one, correct?
Yep.
Quick rundown
My
of
only
your.
loss was because so I played U6 Kaba,
Mm-hmm.
and in that match, you want to see the 5-drop Gogeta?
Yes, of course.
I didn't see the 5-drop Gogeta until my third opponent.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that I think this. So we went to game 3,
Mm-hmm.
and so So he got me game 1 because he went first. Game 2, it was a blowout because I just ramped up to turn. What was it? Yeah, turn 4, played 7-drop, and then he went first in the third game, and it's just unless I see that, then it's just too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, and then what else did you play?
So I played Brawly Veggies
Mm-hmm.
2-0. That was a 2-0 because I saw the 5-drop.
Yeah.
Shinron Ramp, KO, Clash of Fates, KO Kengoku.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2-0. That was, I mean, not really too bad because I saw the 4. Like I had the 4-drop when I needed it for the KO Ken because they just tap out.
Yeah, and
if
you
they
get to
didn't
turn
play
5
anything,
first, so that helps out the matchup a lot too.
Oh, I think he rolled first in the dice roll, but because I just saw the 4-drop in hand, I'm like, you can play your KO Ken. I'm just gonna bounce it back.
Yeah.
Just pretty simple. 2 Shinron Ramp decks. They were pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. I could see that this deck just really has a good matchup against Center and Ramp in general, which is a shame because it's leaving. But
yeah, I know. Like when I saw the banners, I'm like, you know, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, if it leaves, it leaves. It's better for the format, but if it stays, I'm not gonna have a problem. And a Pan deck as well. I think there was 1 or 2 other. I think Kid Goku. I definitely played a Pan, which that was a 2-0 because I saw the 5-drop. I just bottom decked his threats, and I had the Desperate Measures.
Yeah.
And then I think that's about it, really.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that loss hurt. Early, I was like, oh, this deck. I had success, and then I took that 2-1. Didn't see the 5-drop. I'm like, oh, this is bad. We'll see how we go.
Yeah. Was this what round was your first? Was your only loss in?
Round 1.
Yeah. Okay. Those suck. Because you come to nationals, you feel like you're all ready, and then like round 1, you're like, oh, what am I even doing here, right? Like.
So after the match, my opponent dropped because I think he had work. I'm like, are you serious?
That's silly.
But that's fine. We had fun. It was a really good game. Like that was probably one of the best games he had with the U6 deck. I mean, I was just disappointed to see the 5-drop. It definitely was needed.
Well, cool. And so you did make it to day 2, and then you lost your first round against another Pan player, right?
Yeah. So game 1, did exactly what I needed to do. My opponent just you see like against Pan players for some reason they just take so long. Like he just took forever. He got a game warning for like slow playing, but it wasn't intentional. It was just because I kept playing 5-drop Gogeta and just kept putting him on the backboard. Like he couldn't deal with it. Game 2, I kind of handed him the game because I overextended, like just to make him drop a card, which was really dumb. I got punished for it. And then game 3 was me against luck, like literally heart of cards.
Yeah,
I think it was turn.
You told me. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, turn 4. I play 7-drop Gogeta, wipe his hand. I'm like, it's all good. He draws slowly, like 1 card after another, saying heart of the cards. I'm like, it's not gonna help you, and it does. He pulls Chain Attack. I'm like, okay, it's not too bad. And then I end up passing turn because I didn't want to give him cards. And then he top decks Zeno. I didn't have wide open. And just wiped the field. But he ended up giving me back 7-drop Gogeta. I'm like, alright, we're still good. We're at 3 life, it's fine. He attacks. I go down to... I take the attack, and then that's all he has. He passes. Alright, 7-drop again. I go down to 1 life, I think it is. And he draws into top renegade and 2 super combos, I'm pretty sure. And then I swing my leader, I ditch first. I swing my leader. He topo negates, ditches a card. I think it was one of the super combos. Still had a super combo, and then I attacked my 7-drop Gogeta. Had to ditch my last 2 remaining cards, combo with a 5k. Then he went super combo into another super combo.
Oh my gosh.
I think another 5 card. I'm like, you know what? That's fine. Heart of the cards twice. Which I can be mad, but I'm like, whatever.
I mean, he's a Zeno player, so he's, you know, in top 16, so he's already got luck on his side. So.
Well, he went all the way down to he came second.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I think luck carried him all the way through.
Definitely.
But I played so all the top 16 decks all the way down to first. I ended up playing just those variant of decks, and if I get what I need to, it's a blowout. It's 2-0.
Yeah, it sounds very oppressive when it needs to be.
Yeah, it does the job. Just unfortunately that the heart of the cards is on the other end.
Yes, definitely. So well, cool. That's that. Any shoutouts before we call it a close?
Not really. Probably just shout out to the people that ended up lending me cards, because I never had the Desperate Measures, the UI Gokus, because this is last minute, and then the remote serious bombs. But yeah, those people definitely, they helped me out so well. Thank God I had them. Otherwise, I don't think I would have performed as well.
Yeah, definitely.
That's about it, really.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for reaching out and doing this. It was a lot of fun. Sorry it's so late for you. So hopefully you can get to bed after this.
Yeah, definitely. You'll start your day.
Yes, exactly. I gotta run a 5K after this. But all right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.
Easy. See ya.